want to do right now, guys, is we want to be the most impactful company globally when it comes to helping people financially create wealth for themselves. And we can't do that overcharging people coming out of the gate. So as you can see, for everything that I talked about, guys, minus the algorithm, the quant trading software that we have, it's $199 one time. Okay. This is we're talking about grossly underpriced, and it is going to be for a limited time only, guys. This is introductory, very, very introductory. But we want to price it like this so we can get people all around the world involved. Okay. Now you have the $99 monthly. So like I said, we're not making any money up front. Okay. And that $99 monthly over time, obviously the tuition is going to bring us revenue for the company, but we're not getting rich off of that either. Okay. So again, you get to learn from the best of the best in this industry. You have full access to them and everything that they train you on. And then you have access to the technology. The tuition, guys, for the technology is ridiculous. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a culture shock comparison in just a second. Okay. So when you look at the elite and the premium, the elite is where you're going to get the access to the traders as well. Okay. But you're also now going to have access to Einstein scanner, but for the Forex market only. Okay. So you get one strategy, which is the Forex market, that you can now use Einstein to go out there and analyze trades and send you alerts with. Then you also get up to three strategies. Okay. And so you can use the intelligent portfolio, you can use the gold alpha portfolio, you can use the Alpha X, which 10x's your account size, right? You can have access to three at one time, or you can just pick one out of the three. It don't matter, but you have access to three. Okay. Now this is where I really want you guys to understand what you have your hands on. Okay. This is only $4.99 one time, and then $149 a month. Okay. So when I say understand what you have your hands on, guys, depending on the strategy, if you come directly to Algo Alpha, the company, you're going to pay somewhere between $5,000 to $7,000 for one strategy. Okay, two strategies, it's 10,000 to 15,000. Three strategies is a $25,000 bundle. Okay, so I really want you to understand that there are companies out there who are making a ton of upfront money, okay? But we deal in volume, okay? And so we want to make sure that everybody, again, can come in, afford to get started, and afford to go ahead and now create some profits because this is what we want you to do. Afford to come in, afford to put money in your investment accounts, and when it starts to trade, you tell everybody. Okay. Because guess what? When you tell everybody, I'm gonna show you what you get for telling everybody. Now, 149 a month premier, you get access to the traders, okay? You get access to Einstein, but now in all the markets, you can get access to Einstein in crypto, access to Einstein, in future stocks, crypto options, all that good stuff, right? Not just Forex. Now, also you have up to seven strategies. Guys, remember I told you three strategies at Algo Alpha is $25,000 down and $9.99 a month. Okay. But you're getting twice as much for $1,000 basically. One time, $199 a month. Okay. So let's make sure that, one, for most of you guys who are here watching this right now, you are in the United States of America, right? And if you don't have $1,000, of discretionary revenue or income sitting in a bank account for you to put your hands on, you should probably be the first person to get started, right? Because when I say, and I asked you this question earlier, does it make sense, guys, um, to follow the lead of wealthy investors and successful investors? And if you're telling me yes, the question is, why are you not doing that? Okay? For me, I grew up poor. I grew up on hand-me-downs. I grew up jumping in and out of trash can dumpsters, picking cans and recyclable bottles. I washed cars at the car wash, mowed lawns. I sold candy, that I bought wholesale just to make money, right? And I grew up on government assistance. So when I became an adult, I found wealthy people to hang around. I found wealthy people who allowed me to have access to them and their resources. Okay. And so that's how me and my wife went on to make seven figures in three different industries. It's not we're that intelligent. We came up with all the ideas. No, we were smart enough to figure out who had our answers and not our problems, right? And that's what you have to do, guys, if you want, right, to go out there and change your life. You want to make sure you change the way you make decisions. You want to make sure you change your associations, and you want to make sure that you don't make fear-based decisions. Yeah, you want to make it happen. That's what you want to make. But remember, when you come in, and you will, and you start to use Gold Alpha, or you start to use Alpha X, whatever it is that you want to use after you've actually had your consultation, and you make your money and you start to show people, this is what happens. People are going to come in organically. And when they do, when you have four people come in, right, if you're on a basic subscription, 99 a month, you get your subscription free if you have four more coming in at any package. Okay? So now you have a free ride when it comes to your education. Okay? When you have the elite subscription, 149 a month, and you have people, we have four people come in and they get the tuition for the elite or the premier, guys, that 149 goes away. And guess what? You have a free ride, plus you have on education, plus you have the free access to these software, the licensing for the software. And if you're on a premier like myself, and like most people in the company right now, and some people that didn't get started, they got started at the elite, they upgraded to the premier. But when you have four people who either get started at the premier or upgrade to the premier, guys, guess what? No tuition. 199 goes away. You save $2,400 a year. Okay. You have free access to the technology and the software, free ride on everything.